Hey everyone, it's me, Adam P, and I have a reaction and review for you for one of my favorite shows of all time, which is RuPaul's Drag Race. Let's start our engines. This is a review for Season 8, Episode 3. Alright, well they walk in, they're like, double elimination, keep your pussies together ladies, you know, blah blah blah. And then they start speculating on who was it that Ru called. And I liked Bob's idea that it was Pork Chop because she does deserve a second chance. That's right, girls. And then the mini challenge this episode, I actually thought it was a cute idea because this was kind of like the same thing they did with Orange is the New Black last season, where they dressed up in orange jumpsuits. But this time they dressed up as judge court attire realness. And I thought that was a really good idea. And she said, we'll have a 30-minute recess. I said, come on, court puns, Ru. First up was Bob, where she learned from the Tyler Perry movie, I could do law all by myself. I thought that was funny. And then Naomi's excessive mouth pops. And I do understand it's only 30 minutes, but there was zero fish. There was zero fish going on and shake and go realness. And I get it though, it's 30 minutes. Cynthia Lee! She is so funny. I swear to God, that woman, she put on that Judge Judy Coco Peru wig and she strutted that down. And it was so funny. I know it's like, it was like funnier than I thought. And then they're like, well, she was the one to legalize sex. And she's like, I thought it was funny. Robbie did a good old basic Donald Trump joke. That's, hey, we'll take it. Okay, it's a pass. You slid right along. So the winner for the mini challenge was Naomi, which I don't know about that. They revealed the returning queen, which was Naysha Lopez. Which, okay, that was a cop-out, in my opinion. I wanted it to be way more exciting than that. I wanted it to just be a former RuPaul alum. I wanted it to be Shangela. My dream person that would walk through those doors would have been Tammy Brown, where she could do her 2 episodes and get out of there, because that would have been hilarious. But it was Naysha, and it was like, I wasn't disappointed. I was just like, okay, anyways. Because, like, I knew it wouldn't be some brand new queen we'd never seen before, because, you know, that wouldn't be fair for the press tour and the whole, like, 100 queens thing, you know. So, in this maxi challenge, it is an acting challenge where they are separated into teams and they are given these roles and pretty much doing the same thing as the show Empire, only with different names and all that such. But it was pretty close. The names, the character development, and the story plot, it was pretty darn close to the real show. For Team Naomi, she first picked out Robbie, which I understand acting, you know, she is a trained actor, which, well, we'll talk about her performance soon. And then she chose Bob the Drag Queen, good choice. Then Chi-Chi, okay. And then her final choice was Cynthia. I mean, after that mini challenge, I would have been like, Mama, you come right here after the very first call. Naysha was team captain. She first chose Derek Barry. Now, I mean, I can understand why she chose her, though, because, you know, her entire career is based off of getting into character of Brittany, so she knows how to get into character. Then she picked out Thorgy, amazing choice. And then Kim Chi, good choice as well. And then her last pick was Acid Betty. And I think they just did that solely because obviously she doesn't work well with others. Like, that's just a given. Naysha was like, Kim Chi and Thorgy switch. I think it was a good idea, though, to make kimchi vanilla wafer instead of chocolate chip cookie. And Thorgy, that was cool that she got that role, because now it's Bob and Thorgy, 2 of my favorite queens. I thought Cynthia gave us the right kind of ham. It obviously seemed like she was clueless about the role. I mean, it still was cute of her. I put it on the gal. yeah, we were like, okay, we'll take it. I also liked they showed them coaching Kim Chi with like, girl, you need to get a little more ratchet. And it was like night and day after that for her character. They literally saved her. They saved Kim Chi. They're like, Mama, this is what you do, so we don't want to kick you out. And now for the runway. And Ru came out rolling around because the theme was roller skate realness. And Ru's look, I will toot. First one up was Naysha Lopez. Toot. I do like the hair. She did fall though. I was like, uh-oh. Next was Thorgy. Major toot. Seemed like a classic Thorgy, as she said, and I loved it, loved it, loved it. Next, Derek Barry. It's like a light toot to a light boot, because I do like that extra pop star shit that Derek has been doing. But I don't know about that with those skates. I don't know. Next was Kim Chi. Toot. Yes. Come on, parrot cockatoo realness. Next was Acid Betty. You know, I do agree with Michelle when she was like, it's starting to get predictable, but it's also in a way unpredictable as well, because I just know it's going to be crazy out of the box. But I don't know how she would do crazy out of the box with each theme. So, I mean, it was okay. It was predictable. How about that? It was predictable, but I do still liked it. It was, you know, as they said, serving Mad Max realness. Next was Naomi, and I will light toot it, because even though it did look like soft and pretty and I really liked it on her, she was correct that it wasn't really a outfit for skates, but still looked fierce, girl. Bob the drag queen. Listen, her charisma just felt out her wazoo for sure, and it was so funny of her rolling for her first time on this stage and her saving herself multiple times. The outfit's a boot, but I mean, I wasn't disappointed by her runway. I still like, it was one of my favorites actually of the episode. Cynthia, sweetie. Outfit was a major boot, because those shorts definitely did seem like you just found them at the bottom of your closet and you're like, it'll do, you know. Chi Divine. And I was kind of a boot-ish. I do like the fringe. I don't know if I like the placement of it though. I do like the color on her, and I did love her hair. So what do you make that? A light toot to a light boot, I would say. And finally was Robbie Turner and toot, of course. I definitely would toot it, because she definitely did capture the essence of a roller girl. The hair, I do see the Farrah Fawcett. It just wasn't the right wig, girl. It just wasn't the right wig. I ranked them all, and I would say number 10 was Cynthia. Number 9 was Derek Barry. Number 8 was Naomi. Number 7, Bob the Drag Queen. Number 6, Chi Divine. Number 5, Naysha Lopez. Number 4, Acid Betty. Number 3, Robbie Turner. Number 2, Kim Chi. And number 1 was Thorgy for me. It was excellent. I was like, fuck you, Carson, for saying that it's not original or whatever. It's not as imaginative. Also, girl, how did you get a race mixed up with cookies? That shows how ignorant your ass is. I mean, Carson's a legend because of Queer Eye, but like, I'm still way more Team Ross than Carson. I think Ross is a better judge. That's just me, boo. That's just me. He's sure better than Santino, I'll let you know that. So, then after showing the runway, they watched the videos, and for the characters we had Vanilla Wafer, which is Boo Boo Kitty in Empire, and that was played by Kim Chi and Naomi. They both did well, I thought. Kim Chi did good, and Naomi did good as well. They didn't stand out as much, however, except Kim Chi. She definitely did stand out with her over the top. Good over the top, I would say. And then the multiple personalities, or Mahroon, which was the CFO, the oldest son from Empire. That was played by Acid and Robbie. That character was pretty tough, because the lines were pretty weak for that character. I wouldn't have want that role, definitely, because it wasn't, like, the character wasn't funny at all, you know. Acid did just fine. She passed it just fine. Robbie definitely, it did seem a boo-boo. It was like watching the real footage too, because we knew she was struggling, but actually watching it, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see that. Then there was Ginger Snap, which was the middle gay one. And that was played by Derek, which was, girl, so bad. It was so bad from her. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then Cynthia, which was also so bad. And you had Shortbread, which is the youngest son. And that was played by Naisha, which was, she did fine. I did like her one line with the like, you can't even post bail. And then Chi-Chi, and Chi-Chi did fine too. She was in the middle. That's how I definitely felt. I'm glad that she was, you know, safe, not top or bottom. Finally, the big starring role, Chocolate Chip Cookie, played by Thorgy and Bob, who killed it. Both of them killed it. Safe was Naomi, Kenchi, Naisha, Chi-Chi. High was Thorgy, Acid, again, third episode in a row, and Bob. And then low was Derek, Cynthia, and Robbie. Also, I didn't like Robbie's like excuses when they talked to her. She's like, I just can't see it that far away. I didn't really want the role, but I didn't tell anybody. You know, Olympics of drag, sweet tea. Turns out the bottom two was Cynthia and Robbie. After this episode, I kind of was seeing Derek getting the bottom two. And I'm glad that Rue was like, you better work, bitch. Because she did seem she was shaking in her boots. And this was also a legendary lip sync too, because they got to choose between heels or wheels. And Cynthia went with heels, good choice, and Robbie said wheels. And that's when I was like, alright, Cynthia, it's been great. It's been great, sweetie. The lip sync, the song was amazing. I love that remix of Faith Evans' song. That was so fun. But it was kind of obvious, yeah, Robbie did win that lip sync. You know, I think it was a good idea for her to be on wheels. Cynthia, girl, I mean, my heart goes out to her. We lost a good one. So overall, to recap, my favorite mini challenge was Cynthia, least favorite Acid. My favorite maxi challenge was Bob, least favorite Robbie. My favorite runway was Thorgy, least favorite Cynthia. Now I want to reveal my ranking of basically of how much I like them and how much I think they will win. And so here is my ranking. Now I know this is a very this can be a little opinionated when you rank the queens. That gets a little touchy. But here I go though. Disclaimer though, I will say this is one of my favorite casts of any season. You know, this is a really great cast. So it's not like any of them I'm like, ooh, bad taste in my mouth. Overall, I'm doing number 9, Robbie, number 8, Derek, number 7, Naisha, number 6, Chi-Chi, number 5, Acid, number 4, Naomi, number 3, Kimchi, number 2, Thorgy, and number 1, Bib, the drag queen. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this reaction or review. Please let me know your opinions on this episode, or even the show overall. Please let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like it if you agreed with anything I said, you know? Even if you didn't agree, hit that like button. And don't forget to make sure to take those extra 0.2 seconds to subscribe so you can always get the tea from me, Adam P. I'll see you next week for another review and recap of Rupaul's Drag Race. Oh boy! I've seen every episode though multiple times, so you got an expert here. I'm walking here.